The topic of my community exploration project was women majored in computer science. While researching this topic, I had to choose different subtopics to discuss in my research paper. The primary subtopic to be considered was the ever-growing gender gap in the field. Over the recent years, the field of technology has seen a decline in women majoring. I decided to find out why this was the case, what the primary influence of it were, and how it could be potentially solved in the future. Before finding participants in the field to interview, I had to educate myself about the topic and research what the primary reasons of this decline were. I researched 5 peer-reviewed articles from the Oakland University database. Out of the 5 scholarly articles I found, they all discussed potential problems with the gender gap, and one article even provided evidence of the decline of women in the field. 2 of the articles from Erlinger et al. 2017 and Sachs et al. 2019 describe stereotyping within the field and how the stereotype of computer scientists differs women from entering the field. Another 2 articles by Bussetto-Moore, Yukoa, and Rustagi 2010, and Malik and Al Imran 2018 discussed how college readiness is a key factor in choosing a major. The article described that women who were exposed to more computer-oriented classes in high school often had a greater chance of majoring in some field of technology in college. Lastly, the final article described potential ways to correct the problem. The article proposed recruiting more non-stereotypical males to the field in order to diminish the stereotype of computer science. This in turn would draw more women to the field. Once I had a solid understanding of my topic from these articles, I chose to interview 3 women who are majored in computer science. The 3 participants were previously known to me before this project, so this may have created some unintentional bias. The first participant was Marcy Young, who graduated from Wayne State University with a bachelor's degree in computer science. She is 45 years old and currently works at the Center for Resource and Technology. The second participant was Amy Acey, an alumni of Oakland University with a degree in computer science. She is 44 years old and works as an Oracle database administrator at AT&T. The final participant found was a co-worker to Marcy Young. Mallory Little graduated Marygrove College with a bachelor's in computer science. She is relatively new to the field and works at the Center for Resource and Technology. The reason I chose these 3 participants for my case studies was because of their various age ranges, which would offer more diverse answers. The questions I asked each of the 3 participants were all identical. I asked if they had ever been stereotyped before. I also asked them to describe this typical computer scientist. Then, I asked if they had any ideas on how to solve stereotyping in their field. Lastly, I asked if their readiness for college or other motivators such as money or family had an influence on their career decision. The reason these questions were identical was in order to easily compare the findings from one participant to another. The results of these answers were mostly expected, yet some answers were quite surprising. All 3 of the participants responded with instances of them being stereotyped in their field. This was primarily from them not fitting in the introverted category of a computer scientist. However, 2 of them did describe that gender played a large role in the stereotypes. Additionally, all 3 interviewees agreed on the definition of a computer scientist, saying that they are mostly introverted and normally excel in math and science courses. In addition to this, 2 agreed on how to solve the problem of stereotyping, while the other could not propose a proper solution. The 2 proposed introducing technology courses at a much younger age to women. They also described not deferring women away from math and science courses simply because of their gender. However, although the 3 participants agreed that money is a strong personal motivator in choosing a career, all 3 had different opinions regarding readiness for college courses. One described that readiness has no influence on a major, another said readiness has a small, but not large impact, and the other reported that an individual's readiness is a key determiner in a major. When readiness is described in this presentation, it is talking about previous knowledge of technology. This could be from technology courses or even a strong basis in other science and math classes. It could also describe the speed at which someone types, their knowledge of like a general computer. When comparing the primary and secondary research, there are many key similarities and differences. The participants in articles agreed on a computer sciences stereotype, but varied in the motivators and preparedness for college. They also varied in the way to solve stereotyping. The conclusions that can be drawn from this project are the following: that the typical computer scientist is introverted, intelligent, and gifted in math and science courses. Additionally, stereotyping occurs because of the growing gender gap in computer science. However, more research would have to be done to suggest a way to solve stereotyping and the gender gap in the field. Lastly, preparedness and other motivators are key determinants of the choice of one's major, but there's no conclusive evidence to determine the most important motivators. Overall, this project could be improved in many ways. A longer duration of time for the project could allow me to discover more research and articles about the topic. In addition, it would allow me to interview more participants. Lastly, interviewing different individuals around the world could help determine if this problem is only centralized in the United States or rather a global issue amongst computer science. Thank you all for watching.